Hello and welcome to The Crossover. Now, we sit here every Sunday and I say, it's a huge Sunday of hoops. That was a huge Sunday of hoops. Illawarra stolen from them at the death by the Sydney Kings. Shaun Bruce, the hero. Welcome to The Crossover. I'm Drew Jones, Annalie Maley and Damon Lowry. Damon, you nearly brought down the light up there with your reaction to Shaun Bruce's game winner. How are you feeling? You're a championship player with the Hawks.
I'm gutted. I'm torn because I love Shaun Bruce too, from Horsham. But man, the Hawkies, that was just sport, so cruel sometimes.
Annalie, the Kings.
How great is basketball? Like, you couldn't paint a better ending for that too. The same play that they drew up for Quat for the game winner, that was unreal. Adrenaline
is pumping in the Crossover studio, that is for sure. So let's bring in Jordan Hunter from the Sydney Kings, who's at Kudos Bank Arena. Jordan, congratulations. Sensational win. You guys continue to find ways to get it done. How did you feel when the ball lands in Brucey's hands and then he drops that shot?
Pretty excited for him. He may have helped us sneak away with one there, but we're definitely excited for him.
Geordie, what was the game plan heading into this one, and how do you keep this momentum going heading into your next few games?
We wanted to take care of their main pieces, Frol and Tyler, but they're down a few bodies, we're down a few bodies. We didn't want to worry about that. We just wanted to make sure that we approached the game like we would any other game, and they gave it to us for 4 quarters. So we want to make sure that if we're going into another game, we're not lounging about like that.
Geordie, you lucky bastards. Now, congratulations on the good win, man. Was that the same play that you guys ran for Kawhi Noy the last time? What was that call?
That looked like an audible that Shaun found there. Sorry to break your heart there, Damon, but it was a... here we go. Yeah, no, that's not the same play, but it's a good read from Brewster. Hit him with a night-night. That's a bit savage.
So we've seen you guys win in so many situations and so many players stepping up. Angus Glover was our player of the game with 13 points today. No one scored more than that today, and it's Shaun Brewster hits the game winner. What does it say about your team that you continue to find ways through different people to get it done?
Yeah, it was a great game by Glove. We're down numbers, so we want to make sure that everyone's ready to chip in where they need to, and we'll always have guys ready to do that.
Did you know he had that in his locker?
Young Bruce, of course. Yeah, he works on that shot all the time.
How about your block on Lockie Dent at the start of the game? You think about picking on someone your own size there?
No, it's easy to block my friend Lockie, so we that was pretty mean. He'd already gotten past me. It's lucky I'm lanky. There we are. Sorry, Lock.
Hey, Geordie, it's good to see you back on the floor, man. You obviously had some time out with injury. What did you do in your spare time while you were rehabbing? What did you do to keep yourself busy?
When I first broke my foot, I disappeared to the Gold Coast for a few weeks because that's where my family was, and I needed someone to help carry stuff up and down the stairs. So a bit of sunshine and a lot of telly. There was a lot of sport on telly at the time, so there was no complaints. But it's definitely good to be back out there. I'm not trying to spend too much more time lounged out on a couch.
Jordan, just before we let you go, your coach has fascinated us this season with his various fashion choices. Today it was his dance on the sidelines. I don't know if you've seen this, and I'm not even sure how to describe it, to be honest. We do have it to play for you. What is Chase doing here?
Oh, that's a boogie, man. I think he might be trying to get a travel call, but I think he's just boogieing, so I'll leave it with him. He's bold in this fashion, and I'm backing him every time he busts out something denim on top and some sneakers down bottom. He's working it, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, he's dominating on and off the court, as are you guys. Congratulations on another victory. Top of the table, and deservedly so.
Thanks for having me, guys. Thank you.
Jordan Hunter with us on The Crossover. What a superb win it was by the Kings. Good fella, coming back from injury, making his mark at a championship club is good to see. So let's go back to Chase again, because we want to roll this in again and get some more reaction. Damon, please, bring some sense to this.
A reverse cowboy. I don't know what it is. Whatever it is, it's in reverse.
Is that what a kangaroo would look like if they were hopping backwards?
I think it was his best impression of a kangaroo. I actually think that's what he was trying to do there, so I'm rolling with that.
He's gone the knit with the jacket at various times. He's gone the denim jacket today. He gets results.
He's his own man.
Yeah.
He's an icon.
I respect that.
He's setting the bar high for things that we don't expect. So
the Kings are top of the table. New Zealand were there for a short time because they went and got the job done They played in the south of New Zealand today, Trusts Arena, and it's good to see them back home, and they're going all around New Zealand. And they had, Damon, a really interesting build-up to this because they had a short break into the game. They got stuck in Tassie, so they got home at 3 a.m. on the morning of the game to then produce a sensational performance. And Barry Brown Jr. continues to perform 22 points today. And some of his highlights were spectacular, but right across the board, Derek Pardon with the double-double and Jarrell Brantley as well. The Breakers keep getting it done.
Breakers are legit. This Barry Brown, this dude cannot not score 22 points a game. It just seems that way, even though he didn't have it last time. He is phenomenal. This team is playing perfect basketball together. Mody Maor got stuck into him in the first quarter because he thought they were too flat. There's no excuses just because they got in at 3 o'clock in the morning. Once he got stuck into him, they came out, ratcheted up the energy, the intensity, and got a quality win because Adelaide looked like they was really good. They played some good D for like the first time all season from a consistent point of view, from a longer time of playing D. But New Zealand did what it took to win.
8-3 on the season, top of the table. Adelaide 4-5. What did you think of them today?
Look, to be honest, I think that when they all play together, it's really great. But I think they have some holes. I think they definitely have some holes. And I'm going to be the Debbie Downer here. Usually I'm the one that brings the lightness. But I think that they're missing a couple key pieces just to glue them all together.
Yeah, OK. So we've got Annalee Maley, top of the table at the moment in the WNBL. Congratulations. The Bendigo Spirit dominating.
Thank you.
Damon's run 667 kilometres so far in November. There's a lot of talent in this room right now. Speaking of talent, let's go sports bet.
Well, the NBA is absolutely rolling at the moment, starting to hit its straps. We're at that sort of weird point of the season where we're starting to find out who some of the pretenders are and some of the contenders, but we're not quite there yet. We know that the Lakers, they're pretenders at the moment. It hurts my soul to say that. But let's have a look at some of the other teams that might have a chance this year in the NBA Championship outright betting market. The Boston Celtics up the top of the market there. Now, I'll tell you what, that $6 looks a very, very good price. And I would be shocked if that pushed out any further as the season went on, because this team is more injury-proof than any other team in the league. You look at the Milwaukee Bucks. If they lose Giannis, they are an absolute write-off. The Golden State Warriors, if they lose Curry. The Clippers, Paul George right now, if he goes down, the Suns, Devin Booker. I think the Boston Celtics at $6 are injury-proof and playing the best basketball. The one that I can't understand in that market is the Brooklyn Nets sitting at $18. They gave up 153 points. If you give up 153 points in the NBA, you should be relegated. They've had offensive issues, and now they're having defensive issues at the Brooklyn Nets. But we'll have a look at the East, the conferences, because of the outright betting, I think you've got to go with Boston in that one. But the Milwaukee Bucks, if you don't want to go with Boston, then yeah, probably the choice there. I don't quite agree with that. I'd still go with Boston as your favourite in this market. $3.50, just a little too long for me. The Cavs playing great basketball. I think they might just need another year under their belt until they're able to pull this one off. But we'll have a look at the West as well, which is a little bit more of a dogfight with the Warriors, the Clippers, the Suns, the Nuggets. There is a lot of great basketball being played throughout this conference right now. But the one that could be a little bit of a surprise at odds right there is the Dallas Mavericks. Luka Doncic, he's playing MVP-style basketball right now, and I think that he's going to be able to lead this team. Look, he led him to almost an upset last season. I think he's going to be able to push him a little bit further. Look, the career highs that this guy's having is absolutely unbelievable. So speaking of MVP form, we may as well have a look at the MVP market here. Giannis, of course, how can you write him off at $3.60 up the top of the market? But equal with the champ, Luka Doncic. He's coming, playing some of the best basketball with his career, as I said. Jason Tatum, not sure he's selfish enough to be able to go for that MVP award at this point in his career. Ja Morant, Joel Embiid playing some good basketball. No Jokic on that list, which is always a surprise. And Steph Curry, well, it's very, very hard to write him off. And my tip for the outright championship is going to be the Boston Celtics, and the MVP, well, you've got to go with the great man, Luka Doncic. That's what's happening in the NBA. A nice little wrap up at this early point in the season. Enjoy the rest of the games, and of course, gamble responsibly.
You know the score. Stay in control. Gamble responsibly.
Hawks 01 season in review. People still have DVD players?
With contract negotiations,
I swore I was back then.
But not.
Apparently, when Damon was playing, we had CDs. I thought it was only on VHS. But he's watching some of his own work there. He's got the arm flexed. Can you show us? Are you still?
Captain Stitch Up. The studio of Stitch Ups is what this is. Don't everybody watch DVDs?
Well, I watch myself back constantly with work. You've got to review the game tape. And as would Annalie, because you're 3-0 at the moment, you're dominating.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's more of like a video content and less of a CD player.
That was a whole roll of CDs there. Like, how many have you got?
Those were the times back then. You guys probably weren't born. Everybody had DVD players.
No, fair enough. All right. On that topic, let's go to what in the world, because there's some weird stuff going on around the world right now. So, FIBA World Cup. Italy are in. They beat Georgia 85-84. Coach Prosecco, look at him. He's more excited than the players. This is pure passion from the Italian coach, and things get even fruitier when they go inside the change rooms. Oh, here he is. Giannis has come past. Bear in mind, Giannis doesn't play for Italy.
Bit of a flying squirrel kind of action there.
This is on the court.
Is he pissed?
He's high on life. He's drunk with emotion. That was the win over Georgia. It gets better. It does get better once they go inside.
He's making Chase Buford look very tame.
Yeah. The fashion looks on point. The Italian suit looks good. So they go inside the change rooms and they start to celebrate, and that's where things get very interesting.
Oh, no.
The towel on.
Oh, no.
Stand by.
He won't. Oh, what?
The tidy whities.
Yeah.
Wet T-shirt contest.
Yep. Hey, the pants had to come off. They're too expensive.
Good grief.
So you've seen celebrations up close, Annalie, of Damon in the change rooms. Did anything like that unfold?
I'm pretty sure the shirt came off as well at some point. Not just the pants.
Good Lord.
It's kind of running around with everything off at this point.
Had we won the gold medal, then who knows what would have happened.
So we've got a former pro athlete here who's still doing amazing things in the athletic world with his running, and then Annalie, you're currently playing as a pro basketballer. So when people like me who are hacks, they want to try and engage in pro sport, they go virtual reality, but it doesn't always go to plan. Stand by.
Hold the right trigger down.
I think he's quarterback here.
You gotta hold it, keep it held down, and then
Get out of the pocket. Oh! He ran into someone came in off the blitz.
Have you ever done the VR thing before?
Yeah, I have actually.
It's really hard not to run into the spaces when you're supposed to stay still, but you look down and your body's moving. It's difficult.
You can't tell. You mean to tell me you don't know where your own wall is in your own house?
It's confusing. You've never done the VR?
No, but I'm not going to run into my own wall.
Yeah, wait until you do it. I'm getting you a VR for Christmas.
All right, let's go some fashion in basketball now, and we're going to start with DJ Khaled because his shoes are so good, these Jordan 5s. He doesn't want them to touch the court, so he's got the pillow.
Are you serious?
Yo, I get it. Protect the drip.
Well, let's speak to Larry about that because he's sorted us out with these Reeboks. Should we be putting them on the floor?
I think some silk cushions is what's needed in here.
That is a fancy cushion too.
It's got the gold trims.
That's good
and
pillow game.
Yeah, good pillow.
I'm snatching that pillow. I'm chucking that thing so far away. Get out of here with that pillow.
Let's go one of our own from the crossover. Beck Cole arriving to play in the WNBL. What is happening here?
Hey, that is style.
Yeah.
That is style.
Sunnies.
I don't even know what that is.
And she's aware the camera's there because she's got the zip and the chin's up.
The sweatsuit, the sunnies, all of it. It's perfection. Look, she's even got the matching dunks.
Yeah.
That whole outfit, that's just it. She is the moment.
She's playing well. She's doing good things. I can understand why she's wearing that get-up. Perhaps in the crossover studio next, so it would be good. Now, Damon, you notoriously stay fairly quiet in these fashion discussions, and with good reason, we've found out, because of this photo that's been submitted.
Hey.
Although, have you seen the video that went with this?
Look, I don't even know what to say about that.
You know what?
But it was a great TikTok though.
It was.
Can we get that back up, please? Because I want to look at this again.
It went viral.
Did you want to smile? You've got a beautiful smile.
I'm a tough cowboy.
He's a tough cowboy.
Maddie's looking good too. So that's what the crossover team have been doing. We've got a very special Who Ya coming up. Stay tuned. Still plenty to come on crossover. It's been a massive week for Isaac Humphries and one of the most important weeks in NBL history. The first male player in the NBL to come out as gay while they're still playing. And everyone appreciated the moment. The special shirts, Isaac getting plenty of cheers, his family and friends in the house, his mum, Michaela, there, who spoke to us on the coverage. It was a fantastic night. Melbourne didn't get the win, but it was more than basketball. Annalie and Damon, how happy were you for Isaac that he is finally himself in all situations at all times?
Basketball should be a place of inclusivity always. So I think, you know, having the courage to speak out about that type of stuff, it's really important. It's important for all the young kids. It's important for people outside of basketball. There actually isn't enough words for what that means. I mean, good on him. Good on Isaac.
And Damon, when something like that happens, we hand it over to you with a very special Who Ya.
Goosebump stuff, this one. This is massive. This is global. This is Isaac Humphries, man. Like, I've never met you before, but when we do, I'm just gonna walk up to you and shake your hand, man, because what you just shown the world is a level of bravery and courage, man. It's rare. It's not enough examples of guys, of women, of anybody doing stuff like that, coming out like you did. And like, we don't have a reference point. Like, I don't have a reference point for what you went through. Like, Isaac said, you were ready to check out of Earth. You were ready to go. Thank God that you didn't, it wasn't your time. Thank God it was not your time, because now look what you've done. Not only have you saved your life, you've saved countless lives, man. People that you don't even know, you have saved their lives by that one courageous act. You made a decision that I will no longer live in the dark. I'm gonna be me, and this is who I am, and I'm coming out, and it was awesome. To the LGBTQ+ community, and to everybody who is a fan of anybody that's showing any level of courage, you're a giant. You're listed at 7 feet, but you are now 8 feet tall. You are a giant. You are a rock star. You are a superhero. You are a goddamn fire-breathing dragon, and you just breathe hope in the lives of countless people. You have no idea. To you, big fella, the Who-Yahiest of Who-Yahs, I'm not even gonna shoot this one because I don't even want to take a chance on shooting a brick, because you deserve better. Hang on a minute.
Stand by. for Isaac. Bang. Hoo-yah.
Hoo-yah, big fella.
Well done, Damon. Really well said. Steve's going to come in and get you rewired for this last minute. So the Phoenix paid tribute in the throwdown to Isaac Humphries when they came out onto the court. They were wearing special shirts that were made for the occasion. It was so secretive that Tommy from Melbourne United had to go to a different shirt manufacturer to get them made up, and the Melbourne ones as well, to make sure that this didn't get out and that Isaac could make the announcement when he wanted to. Sensational moment for the NBL and for Isaac himself and his family and friends.
We'll remember what we were. Like, this is, like I said, it's global. He's an icon now. Shining example. Like, people live their whole lives and don't be an example like this. This is incredible. So, can't speak highly enough of the guy.
There's not enough words, really isn't. Something that's going to be felt throughout the world, I think, so...
6 million views on his socials. Well done, Isaac. That was for you this weekend. Enjoy the basketball next Thursday.